morning all. Myself ACCA Ruchika Rai, a mentor of London School of Business and Certified Accountants. Now today class I want to discuss with you the tips and tricks regarding how to pass ATX in the very first attempt. Now class, as there is a transition from the applied skills to the professional skills paper, some students class have a confusion now how to proceed, and when they have given the tax paper they find it very easy, but जब class आप ATX के ऊपर आते हैं then you find it difficult. Okay, you just don't know कि how it is, how to proceed. So today I am going to give you some shortcuts, okay, some tips how you can pass ATX in the very first attempt. Now class, you know that taxation is a applied skill paper. Okay, it's a paper at the applied skill level. Okay, people find it very easy, but when there is a transition to advanced taxation, things change. How? Taxation paper was class more about calculations, but advanced taxation is more about planning. How? Implications. It is more regarding that. In taxation paper, there were separate questions relating to CGT and IHT. There was not an integration of the CGT and IHT. But what do we see in the advanced taxation? Whenever the lifetime gifts are their class, so they have the CGT implications plus IHT implications. People find it very confusing. Okay, we have done separately CGT and IHT. Now we are going to do it? We have already done it separately. How do we have to basically do it in integration? So these are the lot of things which come in the student's mind. But class, tell me. I just want to tell you that this can only be done when you are taking the coaching from the approved learning providers. Like we as LSBCA are teaching advanced taxation from the last 16 years. We have taught more than 200 students the advanced taxation paper. More than 16 students have got the world ranks and the India ranks in the advanced taxation paper. I myself have scored all India ranked second in the advanced taxation paper. So this shortcuts, these implications can only be told by the person who is an approved learning partner, right? Plus class, there are lot of shortcuts which you have to learn when doing the advanced taxation paper. Class, it's a theoretical paper, okay, in which you have to write. Okay, you get 3 hours and 25 minutes for writing the paper. You get 3 hours and 25 minutes in which you have to read the paper, plan it, and you have to write it. So you have to keep into mind lot of shortcuts. I just give you an example of one shortcut. Okay, but rest, if you are really interested class, you have to join the classes. I'm just going to tell you one shortcut. For example, the question is saying salary income is 50,000 pounds. Now they are asking you that we basically want to give a bonus to the employee. Then what are going to be the tax implications? Now what will you say? Suppose 50,000 salary. Now class, if I deduct 12,500, person has already utilized the basic rate band. So it is for sure that whatever the bonus the person is going to get, suppose he is going to get a bonus of 15,000, it is for sure it is going to be taxable at the rate 40%. Now that is the shortcut. There is no need to apply the tax from the beginning, calculating what was before, what was after. You can directly compute the taxation on the bonus. That is, this 15,000 is going to be taxable at 40. Because the salary is already 50,000, then class 1 primary is going to be taxable straightforward at the rate 2%. There is no need to use the band for the class 2 because you know that above 50,000 the salary is going to be taxable at the rate 2%. Okay, so straightforward. How you will calculate income tax class? 15,000 into 40%. How you will calculate the NIC? 15,000 into 2%. So these are the shortcuts which you can use in your paper. Okay. Third one which I want to discuss with you is class. Some students are in a hurry. They basically don't plan out the things. They don't plan the paper. Okay. But what I suggest you, when you are starting reading the question, make a plan in your mind. Okay, make a scenario in your mind. Think yourself you are a tax advisor. Everything is happening around you, and you should just buck up your seat and you have now make a plan to save the tax. So you have to think the things regarding that. Make proper planning in your mind. Whenever you are reading the paper, just start absorbing the things in your mind. Okay, plan. Then uske baad class, take a deep breath. After reading the entire question, take a deep breath. Calm yourself. Plan it in your mind and then only proceed. Okay, it should not be like this, that just reading 3 4 lines and start writing it. Because sometimes what happens, some students are really in a hurry to write it, but there might be certain information class which is there in the end and you might miss it. So that is why just read the entire question, plan it, and then only proceed. Definitely, class, you are going to pass. And the last one which I want to tell you is, class, what is the structure of ATX paper? You know it, class. There are four questions in this, right? 35, 25, 20, and 20. Four questions are there. This is section A and this one is section B. Now, as I have been teaching advanced taxation for such a long time, some students complain that, ma'am, we are not able to complete the paper. We were able to finish just 80 marks paper. We were able to finish just 60 marks paper. Now I tell you how to do your paper. Now class, what I have seen that these 20 marks questions are, class, pretty easy as compared to this one. Okay, these are pretty straightforward questions. So, you know that your time is 3 hours and 25 minutes. So, what you should do is, first of all, start your paper with 20 marks questions. Okay, start your paper with 20 marks. And how you should plan it? You should try to complete these 20 marks questions in 1 hour, 10 to 15 minutes. You should try to finish within this much time these two questions. Now class, trust me. If you have done these two questions in this much time with proper attention, you can max score 30 marks definitely. Minimum you can score 30 marks if you have done it in a proper manner. Then in that case, class, how much max you need? You just have to score now 20 marks from here, right? So first of all, start with then 25 marks, which is difficult than this, but easy than 35 marks. Okay, so start with 25 marks. Try to just spend 50 minutes on this. Okay, so now you are left with approximately 1 hour and 10 minutes. Okay, so suppose though I just don't know it, suppose I was lagging in the CT questions. Okay, but still I made up for 10 marks. Then class, still 1 hour 15 minutes are left for 35 marks. Okay, 1 hour 10 minutes, 5 minutes is still left. Then just start spending, because what do the students make a mistake? This is the trickiest question of the ATX one, class. This is the most trickiest question of the ATX paper. So you should plan. Students, what do? They start with this. They spend so much time doing this that Some students are there who spend almost half time on doing this. Then they come into the pressure. Okay, they just start doing the things hurriedly. And when you do the things class in a hurried manner, you know the mistakes are definitely going to happen. So that is why class 2020, try to finish them within a time of 1 hour 10 minutes, then proceed with the 25. Okay, and then in the last 35. Now class, even if suppose the I am not able to finish the 35 marks question, I left 10 marks, but I know I have spent almost time on this. I have done 65 marks paper in the proper manner. And class, trust me, this ATX paper is the practical paper. Okay, so even if you are not able to do the paper, suppose you are able to do just the 80 marks paper, but if you have done that much portion in an effective manner, definitely you are going to pass. Because I have seen a number of students, though who were not able to complete the paper, but still they have passed with the flying colors. I just want to show you class one question of the kit, how you should proceed with the question. Now you can see here class, some information is given. Okay, so just first of all read this. Okay, now what do the students make the basic mistake? Okay, they straightforward class jump to this. Okay, they straightforward jump to this ki, okay, what is the requirement? But there is one paragraph here. Now this is to be read properly, right? This one is that though the requirement is given there also, but this one is to be read properly, because whatever the mark allocation is there, that is dependent upon this. Okay, like for example, in the A part, they are asking corporation tax payable. Now, what are they asking? Assuming the entire ordinary share capital of Iron Limited is purchased by Christina personally on 1st November, calculate the corporation tax payable by Iron Limited in respect of 16-month period ending 30th June and state when this tax will be due for payment. So now class, what do I want to just tell you? Just listen. If you can see here in the A part, they are just asking about the corporation tax payable. Just corporation tax payable, and it is of worth 9 marks. But they have not told you basically what to do. So some students, what do? They don't read this information. They don't read this information at all and straightforward proceed to the corporation tax. But if you see here, what are they saying? Assuming the entire ordinary share capital of Iron Limited is purchased by Christina on 1st November 21, calculate the corporation tax payable by Iron Limited in respect of 16-month period ending 30th June and state when the tax will be paid. Now here class, they have not asked about the due date. Okay, but in this one, they have asked about the same. So it is very important to go for this thoroughly. So basically, what are they asking? Now students who have just read this and ignored this, stating to be according to them it is same, they might miss the marks for the due date for payment. Similarly, in the second one, they are just told here ownership of iron. But if you read this, what are they saying? If ownership is basically capped by herself, then what is the implication? If ownership is basically purchased by the company, then what are the implications? Then what are the implications when it is later on sold? So whatever we have to do in the question, that is entirely showed here. If we don't go through this thoroughly, I am not able to attain the marks. So these are the common mistakes class students do in their paper, and that is the reason they fail. Now similarly, in the C part, they are just asking VAT registration, right? But in this C part, they are saying what matters you should be aware of in relation to that whether the company should register itself and the implications if it registers for VAT late. Okay, so that is why you have to read the question thoroughly. You start from the beginning. Then उसके बाद class look at the requirement and then read this one, because then only you come to know that in particular requirement what you have to actually carry out. Now I will show you class how to make the practice on the platform. The other problem class the student gets is that, ma'am, as we have to write the paper on the CBA platform, we don't have the practice. I will even show you how to basically you can practice on the platform. Now class, you know it very well that your paper is an online one, and there are certain students who go for the self practice. Then even class you are doing yourself. Then also from your registration number you can have an access to the CBE practice platform. This platform is accessible to all the ACCA students. So what you have to do is you have to just get an access of the practice platform from your registration number. Just you will get a window like this. When you open the practice platform, you will get a window like this. Now class, choose your paper. Like I am basically giving you the tricks for ATX. So what will you do? You can just look here that there is an advanced taxation. Okay, just click there. Okay, now you can see that there is some blank workspace there. What you will do, you will just click on the blank workspace. Okay, and you will assign the blank workspace to you. When you assign the blank workspace, it will come on your left hand side. Okay, now you can see that this blank workspace is assigned to me on the left side. Now what you will do, you will just click the start button. As and when you click the start button, this workspace will come. Now what you will do, just take out a kit, just read any question and start practicing on this. Word is there, spreadsheet is there, the slides are there. Those slides commonly not come in the ATX paper. So now you have a word and spreadsheet, and this practice platform is actually same one. It's a mirror self of the whatever you are going to get in the paper. Okay, so just take out a kit question and start practicing on the blank workspace. Okay, because whatever the tools are there, they are going to be exactly same whatever you are going to get in the paper. Okay, so in this manner class you can practice. So I hope so class you get a lot of information regarding how you can pass the ATX paper. But if you need a further detail, okay, please then go for this. Okay, just go for registration under LSBCA. Thank you.